Hello, crafty friends. It's me, Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al. And welcome to day 2 of my Crafty Advent Live 2025 series. This is a little bit of a different time since I was away from the house this morning, and it will also be the same time on the 19th. But for the rest of the series, as far as I know, we should be at 10 a.m. Central. Speaking of the series, if this is your first time seeing one of these videos, I will be going live each day from December 1st through the 24th, opening up lots of Crafty Advent calendars and making a project live here on camera. There are some giveaways during this series. So to find out what that is all about, down in that description box below is a link to the kickoff video, and that's going to give you all of the instructions. So if you have any questions, I suggest everybody watch that one time through all the way. And then if you come up with any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section of that video. Welcome to all of my friends over here in the live chat. I guess on screen you're over here, but for me, I can see all your comments there. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure to answer today's poll, which is, did you watch the Yvette Olea Creates Advent live stream today, which was probably ended just a little bit before mine? Yes, you were there live, or no, you're going to catch the replay. Make sure to check out her channel. Again, it's Yvette Olea Creates, and I will also add it to the description box later. And if you're here live in Nightbot, it probably is still set up from yesterday where it will be showing her channel. So make sure to go over there, subscribe, show her some love, because she is opening up Crafty Advent calendars too, making a cute project each day and giving those away. So I'm sure she would love for you to stop by there. If you missed yesterday's video, make sure to check it out because she joined me live to get our series started. Now, if you are on replay, of course, let us know where you're watching from down in the comment section below, and please answer the poll and any questions I pose here to my live audience. I always love to see what your answers are. Now, I do have a little extra challenge for my replay viewers. From time to time, I have been having you answer the poll and put your answer in a comment and put hashtag bubble. And then I draw names from those later for bubblegum bonuses, which is right here. So those are just will be drawn later on in the month for either extra entries into the giveaway. And then also Pink and Main has shared 3 of their fancy tags die sets with me to give away. Now my challenge is, my live viewers are so great about smashing that like button. Like just yesterday, we had almost 225 during the live stream. And you guys, overnight, I got over 800, 900 total views, and the likes barely went up. So that means my live viewers are doing all that stamps of approval work. So what I need you to do, if you are here on replay, you need to smash that like button too. And then what will happen, I'm going to give 3 days, and for every 100 likes the video receives, including the ones it got during the live stream, I will draw 1 name for the bubblegum bonus. So if you get this up to 500 likes, then I will draw 5 names or 5 comments from the comment section. Make sure you answer the poll and put hashtag bubble in your comment. That way we can all get in on the fun. The chat is flying. I did see, thank you so much to Norma Tucker for upgrading to die cut level membership. Thank you so much. Any other super chats or memberships we get throughout the rest of the live stream, I might have to wait until the end to say thank you, just so we can get our crafting done. But I always do appreciate that. And if you ever want to just do a donation through PayPal, I do have a link in the description box. Any super chats or donations that I receive this month, it is going to go toward postage to send out all of the prizes for the Advent. Anything over that, then I'll just use it for prizes next year. So I appreciate even thinking about possibly doing that. If you have questions, especially here when you're live, you don't necessarily need to do this if you're here on replay, but that chat is flying by, friends. So if you have a question that is specifically for me, I need you to put question or Crafty Al in all caps in front of your message. That way, when I do look over, those are easy for me to see, to star, to answer later. So please do that. If you've already asked a question, please retype it and then I will star it. But should we go ahead and, oh, Rando Calrissian Jody, thank you so much, friend, for that super chat. Totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anybody who changes their membership, starts membership, or does super chats or donations during my streams will get in their name in the bubblegum bonus. So just a heads up. And speaking of that, I did have a PayPal donation yesterday. So I want to make sure to thank Joy C. Thank you so much, Joy, for that donation. All right, so let me go ahead and turn that off, and I'll keep it scrolling along the bottom just as a reminder. Oh, I see I got 2 questions. Jessica said, is PayPal better? Do I get more of the money? Yes, Jessica. I do get more. Like here on YouTube, YouTube takes 30% of it, but I know sometimes it's just easier to do it right here because you're here. And then over in PayPal, they take a smaller percentage. And I believe the donator even has the option of paying that. So yeah. Again, it is not necessary, but always appreciated. And then Barbara has a question. Did I order the Marion Advent Calendar? Which I went to their channel, which, by the way, Marion Design does have a YouTube channel if you want to subscribe. I went there today to try to figure out how to pronounce it. And many of their videos are just music. I did find one that was like a replay of a live stream, and it is in Dutch. But I did try to listen carefully, and I think she said like Marion Design. So I'm going to try to remember to do that. So I had one more question, and then we're going to get ready. Rita said, if she upgraded membership today, will she be able to access the PDF for the cardstock for December's sheet load? So do you mean like the design, the designer series paper? So that is for die cut and paper trimmer level members. So if you did an upgrade, that should be good. You can reach out to me via email. It is always in the bottom of the description box, and we can get it figured out for you. Okay. Okay, guys. I think we should start opening some advent calendars. So I didn't really get to show you too much yesterday, but I did go ahead and place out my 2 Gummia Pan and Pink and Main and Tailored Expressions and Pink and Main on my shelves. And I kind of put them in number order so they would be easy to grab. And then I'm just keeping the ones that are the more traditional with the doors right here behind me. But first on my desktop, let's go ahead and look at the tag that we created together yesterday. So the product I had to use was the Stampin' Up! Die set. And the Stampin' Up! Calendar actually came with this gorgeous stamp set. So I use that in the background and for the focal point. And this tag is going out to a lucky winner. Which reminds me, I will be giving these tags away each day to a lucky live viewer. So make sure to stick around. But let's go ahead, guys, and grab our Advent bags. Oh, I forgot to say. So I have a couple Christmassy winter like sweatshirts and shirts, but I got to figure out. I try to look at YouTube how to do this strap. I got to figure that out. But for days when I don't have something kind of Christmassy or if we don't have a theme, I ordered some Christmas aprons. Now, these are not the best quality, but I thought they were kind of festive, and you'll get to see them throughout the series as I switch them out. All right, I'm going to put these in here for now, and then I'll bring in the bigger one. Oh, you know what? Nightbot just shared this about my visual supply list. So what I have created is a little website. Let me close this, where I give pictures and links to a lot of the supplies you'll see me using during this series. I did discover that Spellbinders is sold out of their Crafty Advent calendars, but scrapbook.com still does have some. Color Me Nordic still has the Goodie and regular Advent calendars. Now, Carmen will have to let us know if she's in the chat. Stampin' Ups said last chance for advent calendars. So I don't know if they're just getting really low or they're going to quit stopping them or they're going to quit selling them at a certain point. And then Marion Design from Ecstasy Crafts, there were 16 left as of noon today. So just a heads up, but there are many other products that you'll see me use during this series on here if you would like to check those out. As always, those are affiliate links. Well, most of them, they're not all affiliate links, which means I get a small portion of the sale at no extra cost to you. It's always very helpful. I always say use your stash if you have it, but if you are going to shop, it is always helpful if you use affiliate links from your favorite creators. Another thing I do want to do is give a great big shout out to this series sponsors. Speaking of Carmen, she is an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she donated a Spellbinders Advent Calendar for our end of the series giveaways. Vivica from Color Me Nordic, Vivica of Color Me Nordic. She sells Gummy-A-Pan products here in the U.S. And she not only sent me my 2 advent calendars to open on screen, but she sent one of each for giveaways. And then finally, Michelle from Pink and Maine. I had just asked her for a few of those pretty tags to give away. But you guys, she also sent me an advent calendar. So I have 2 Pink and Maine advent calendars to give away at the end of this. Again, watch the kickoff video, and that's going to give you all of the details on the prizes and all that good stuff. All right. Are we ready to start opening? Okay. So in front of me are the Pink and Maine Tailored Expressions and 2 Gummy-A-Pans. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Pink and Maine. You can guess what type of product it is. They have lots of different products, but you guys, we have to try to figure out the theme of the box because each year there's a theme to everything. Last year it was birthday. So I wonder how many days it will take us to figure out what the theme is. Oh, Barb said Stampin' Up! Was donated by Carmen. Did I misspeak? Let me see here. It would not surprise me if I misspoke. I bought one Stampin' Up! Calendar. Carmen donated another one. And then did I mess up like Carmen and Vivica? But yeah, Carmen was one of our great sponsors. Okay. So it's, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of an inch thick. What kind of product do you think is in this baggie today? Let me know over in the chat. It is a little squishy. I think that Sarah might be right. It does kind of feel like that, but get your guesses in there. And I'll go ahead and open it. Oh, look who is here. Oh, goodness, I missed it. Oh, there he is. Crea Bea, who is Helga from the Netherlands. She is the crafty friend who sent me the Marion Design Advent Calendar this year. And yes, so they're local. Actually, Helga, I was able to buy one from my local scrapbook store. I placed the order yesterday for pickup. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll get over there to pick that one up. If I did it successfully, then we might just have another giveaway. So. All right, so get your guesses in for Pink and Maine. Oh, Barbara said she saw Yvette, so she's not going to guess. All right, are we ready? Oh, guys, look at this. Let me get something solid to put behind it. Look at that stamp set. Now, it's a sunflower, and I know that Carmen of Choose Joy with Carmen loves of sunflower. So yesterday, we got the plaid pattern papers. So lots of different ones. And today we got a sunflower. So give me your guesses what you think the theme of the Pink and Maine box might be. I'm thinking, is it sunflowers maybe? Or maybe it's floral? Or it could totally be a theme as well. But that is such a cute stamp set. In the middle is Tailored Expressions. This one is very, very thin, not really bumpy, maybe a little bit bumpy. It bends a little bit. What do you think is in TE today? Let me know. And while you're making those guesses, don't forget to smash that like button. Oh, you guys, this is so awesome. Right now, there are 134 of you on here, and we have 112 thumbs ups. So make sure to smash that like button if you're here or on replay. The more likes we get during the stream, the more bubblegum bonuses we get to pull at the end. All right, let's look at Tailored Expressions. Ready? Oh, it is another die set. Yesterday we got a snowman die. Let's see if there's no card in here. So here we'll put those. So we have a couple shadows for the snowflakes and then three detailed snowflakes there. And then finally over on the right are the two gummy-a-pan, and there is the regular, and then the goodie size. And these are all dies. So we know that they're dies, but tell me what you think the theme might be. Like, are they nature? Is it a type of toy? Is it an animal? Get your guesses over there in the chat. Trying to keep all my little packaging together here. Let me know what you think it might be. Also, let me know what you're sipping on. All right, we have gingerbread, animal. There's Carmen. Welcome, Carmen. She says she just checked the low inventory and don't see the advent calendar on that list. Sorry, last chance also means it will not be reordered. Okay, thank you, Carmen, for that update. So make sure if you do want to get a Spellbinders advent calendar and you haven't already, I do have a link to Carmen's site below. So if you're in the US and don't have a demonstrator, please use her. I do have her first, last name, and state down there so you can easily look her up. And again, YouTube thinks it needs to hold back very silly comments like hot tea and dies. So I'll approve those. Let's go ahead and open up day number 2 from the goodie calendar. So these are all teeny tiny dies. Oh, probably. I cannot speak. I got too many things going through my mind. Yes, Stampin' Up. I got like, what is it? 8 total calendars I have to try to keep track of. Just know if I'm talking about Carmen, it's always Stampin' Up. So make sure, to choose her if you don't have a demonstrator. Oh, and speaking of Carmen, right there over in the chat, Nightbot has shared a link. Oh, excuse me. All right. What? That thing, they stick them to the back. They're hard to get out. Stephanie says hot is the new no-no word, and she's trying to keep up. Stephanie, thank you so much for being there in the chat and approving all of those. It definitely helps me because I do try to get to them here, but I'm not quite as fast all the time. Thank you. Okay. Oh, it fell out. All right. Oh, okay. It's teeny, teeny, tiny, you guys. So it is a little candle that's on one of those holders, like on a little kind of plate that you could carry around the house. So I'll put that over here so we don't lose it. And now for the regular size gummy-a-pan, what do you think it might be? I'm going to go ahead and open it so we can see. Drum roll. Oh, that's very pretty. It's like a holly. It's a frame, and it's kind of like holly leaves around there. That's super pretty. right. Look at all those so far. Now, I'm going to move this off to the side and bring in my bigger calendars. I will start with the Spellbinders Advent Calendar. And in case you did not see my video today, I got to make sure I cover up day 3. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to actually show you that yet. Duh, I want to reveal it. So what do you think the Spellbinders is for day 2? And I will go ahead and open that up. All right, day 2 is a stamp set. So I have already pre-opened these because I had to do pre-recorded videos. So I don't necessarily remember what each day is, but I do know what all of them are. So it is little mushrooms or toadstools, and then there are a couple sentiments that go with it. And I'll show you what I created with this. So my pre-recorded shorts, I am making a little Polaroid photo album like I did last year. So here was yesterday's, which was the dog die. And then today, which I'm not going to have any spoilers, I will cover up day 3. But here's what I created for day 2. So I made an ink smush background, just highlighted one of those mushrooms to color, and used, one of the sentiments from the stamp set. So if you haven't seen this, check out the shorts tab on my channel. And if you are a channel member and you want to make your own photo album, whether you want to use my cover for Spellbinders or make your own if it's multiple, you can check out the membership tab, and you can get this PDF for the pages, for the inner pages. And then on the first page is a QR code to get the albums if you wanted to do that. All right. Next up is the Marianne design, which again, this is from Creabea/Helga of the Netherlands. She sent me this to me. I got it like the day before the kickoff. And again, if you want to check this out, you can go to that visual shopping guide. If you're in the US, there is Ecstasy Crafts sells this. I don't know if the shipping is still $9.99. Yes, last Friday over the weekend and yesterday there was special $9.99. But it might go back to regular price. If anybody wants to go check that out and let me know, that would be great. Just make sure to highlight it for me so I can see it easily. Okay, we just hit 3 bubblegum bonuses. We got to 125 likes, but there are almost 150 of you watching. So we can definitely get another bubblegum bonus if everybody smashes that like button, okay? Let's see, day number 2. Is down here. It is, this tall. So I would guess 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6, 7. No, it's not quite that long. And it's skinny. I don't know if it's a teeny tiny embossing folder or maybe like a border die. Let me know what you think. Yesterday, it was the first day I've ever opened one of these calendars, and look at the cute die set that came in that. It's like little holly leaves and then some berries. Let's see. Oh, Carrie thinks it might be a marker, an embossing folder, sentiment. Let's go ahead and see what it is. Okay, Teresa said at Ecstasy Crafts, the shipping is still $9.99 on the Marianne design. So thank you for going to check that out. I don't know what we're going to, so and it's not even every time. If you write the word die, like Lisa just put border die as her guess. And Stephanie had to moderate that because of the word die. Maybe what we should do, if we want to spell die like a die cut, do D-Y-E, like if you're dyeing something a color. That way it'll just be easier. So weird. Let me... Angie got carded, said she couldn't believe I went 6'7". I was going to see if anybody caught that. I have no idea what it's about. I just know it's a thing now. But yeah, whenever we can say that in the house. Oh my gosh, I am trying to click off the comment. All right, Kristen said she's testing a border die. Let me know, Stephanie, if that worked or if you had to approve it. But yeah, we might have to do that. Okay, we ready? Okay. Ooh, I might have just given you a sneak peek of it too. All right, are we ready? Oh, it is a border, but it is not a border stamp. I mean, it's not a border die, it is a border stamp. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on that. So it's like a little village scene. Look at that. It almost looks like it's maybe a snowy village because of what the ground looks like. That is cool. All right. And then finally, Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up, Stampin' Up. Not Spellbinders. I know yesterday I called Yvette and Carmen. I mixed up their names. So let's go ahead and look for day 2. The Stampin' Up one is 12 days. And then I have my Gina K Designs, which is 12 days for the last half of the series. Ooh, guys, day 2 is huge. It is like right here. I'm going to guess it's 6 by 6. So it's about 6 by 6. So I'm going to guess in my head what I think it is, but let me know your guesses over there in the chat. Yeah, I kind of agree. Oh, Linda said stencil. That's a possibility too, Linda. I was thinking paper though, but that is true. Let me go ahead now. I'll get out my razor blade and my X-Acto knife and try to do this carefully. The chat is flying again, so make sure if you have a question that's for me that you put question in all caps in front of it. Otherwise, there are many friendly faces in the chat. They're knowledgeable. They can probably help you too. But if it is something that I have to answer, that's going to help me see it. Stephanie, I saw your message that your diet with a capital T came through, but somebody else's didn't. Because you're a moderator, you have a little bit more leeway to probably say bad words, and that's why it would let yours go through the same way that you can put in links and other people can't. Okay, number 2, is it paper or is it a stencil? Ready? 3, 2, 1. It is paper, you guys. Look at that. Now, I have talked about it, that I have a color palette for this series, which is Color Cube Card 542 from Color Cube Volume 2. All the tags that I create are going to use this palette, unless today it would get chosen for Stampin' Up. Then I can stray from those colors, but otherwise, it just helps me narrow stuff down. I did see a question come up and it flew up there. Terry, where was the last one from? The last Advent calendar, sorry, was Marion Design. All right. So let's open this up and take a closer look at these papers. Oh, thank you, Teresa, for helping to catch those two. Thank you, thank you. So I have a few moderators in the chat, but I don't really expect anybody to do anything, but it is always helpful. So thank you so much. If you have a wrench and you help get those messages on screen, thank you very much. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so there are 2 of each. These are single-sided papers. So a floral. Oh, and this is pretty. It's just like a hard to see, but it's like kind of almost tone on tone there. Blue and white, pink, kind of a pink plaster background. Carmen, good point. This paper is 6 by 6, so yes, it would be perfect for this month's sheet load. Yes. Some maybe daisies there. Some nice solids, you know, that still have a little bit of a pattern. Okay. Gorgeous. So now, I'm going to lay out all of the items, and then after I get those laid out, I want to know what you hope comes up on the wheel. Lisa said, did I pick my frames to match my palette? Do you mean my glasses? No, these are just my confetti ones. I didn't get any new pear toppers. Oops. For this series. I was thinking about getting some Christmas ones, but then I kind of got behind and it's too late now. So sometimes it'll be just the clear glasses. Sometimes I'll pick a topper, but no, it wasn't with the color palette. Karen said, can I tell her what the storage is holding, what looks like mini ink blenders next to your color cubes? What the storage is holding what looks like mini ink blenders next to my color cubes. Oh goodness. Okay, those are not ink blenders. It is my Olo markers, which I have almost 100 more on the way. So I had to order a whole nother set of this. I use, I keep my markers half size, and I purchased these marker holders from Amazon. I just ordered a set of 4, but I think they might have larger sets. And then this is just a refrigerator tray that I keep them in. All right. Beth says, since Stampin' Up! Was picked yesterday, can it still get picked today? Yeah, that's actually a good question. I wanted to talk about that. So you'll see my wheel here in just a minute. And each day when something is picked, I do go ahead and hide that individual instance of it. So what I'm going to do, since the Stampin' Up! Is going to be here for the first 12 days, I'm going to keep the same wheel all of those 12 days. But again, I'll remove whatever gets picked, that one instance. So at the end of the 12 days, the wheel will be pretty thin, but then I'm going to start it back over brand new on the 13th. And instead of Stampin' Up, it will be Gina K in its place. But yes, Stampin' Up could definitely get picked again today. And as I go along, and you know, I'll have more items that can be supplemented. Oh, that isn't white. I was trying to find a piece of white to put the stamps on so we can see those. Queen says, what is the name of the maker of the cube holder card you showed us? I think the color cube cards are by Sarah Renee Clark, and I do have links on that visual supply list and in the description box below. All right. So we have the 2 Gummia Pan, Stampin' Up, Pink and Main, Spellbinders, Marianne, and then, okay, I think I said one of those wrong. Gummia Pan, Tailored Expressions, Pink and Main, Spellbinders, Marianne, and Stampin' Up. So let me know over in the chat or in the comment section what you hope gets picked today. Stephanie, let me see. While I'm talking general, explain how YouTube lies when you upload to an album. Click OK, go back, reload. I think, are you talking about when Facebook, if you try to put an image in an album? Yeah, for some reason, Facebook, I thought it was fixed, but if you're trying to add to albums in the group, it will say it didn't upload, but you just need to refresh the screen instead of retrying and retrying and retrying, because then you'll get like 5 of your images in there. Okay, so I see Pink and Maine, the frame, tailored expressions. Oh, Pink and Maine for Carmen. Yes. Gummy a pan. All right. Let's go ahead. I'll show you the wheel that we're working with. So again, not showing right now are all of the Gina K because I hid those, but then I took off the one Stampin' Up from yesterday. So give a drum roll in the chat if you're ready for me to spin that wheel. And then after you do that, smash that like button. We're almost to 150. So if you came in late, make sure to hit that like button. If you're here on replay, smash that too. All right, let's go ahead and see which we will be working with today. Again, I have to use that, but I can also use other products from the rest of the series as well as other ones I got today. It is Spellbinders. So I'm just going to hide that one instance. Okay. So the Spellbinders item was the stamp, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of coloring, especially like if it was like a cute little image, you know, like I wouldn't mind coloring this because it's a little bit more whimsical, but this looks like really realistic. So I want to figure out something else I can do. That's of course not what I already did for the album, but that I don't necessarily have to color this. So I do kind of have an idea. But let me go ahead and put all this other stuff away since I won't need it necessarily. And I am creating tags during this series. And again, they will have this color palette unless the product chosen is a different color palette or color. So I already pre-cut some of these, but again, I want to try to add some color to the die, to the tag without necessarily coloring. So give me some ideas over in the chat. Again, I do have an idea of what I want to do, but you know, if somebody comes up with a great idea and that I didn't think of, we can do that too, maybe. But give me your ideas. Otherwise, I do have one. I do have one. I see I'm not necessarily alone in not liking to color. And you would think with all my Olo markers and the fact I have 100 more on the way, I enjoy it. But I think I kind of have just fear of missing out. Susan M. said, do a color block background like Gina K did with her line art stamps. So Susan, I'm not sure what that's about. I am thinking of stamping on some colored cardstock in the background. You'll have to tell me once I'm done if that is what you're thinking of. Oh, Susan T. Welcome, friend. It's already flown up, but I see other people too say paper piecing. All right. Okay. This is what I'm thinking. Need to get out my Misty because I'm going to have to stamp twice. And I'm going to get out the darkest color here, which is Huckleberry. And that's going to be what I'm going to stamp my image on. But then, you guys, I think I'm going to take scrappy strips and stamp part of the image onto some of these. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. Give me a second. All right, sorry, and I just ran out of beverage, so hopefully I don't get any coughing fits. So I pre-cut some tags, both the regular and the scallop pieces. So I'm going to grab out one of those. And then I also have some bigger scraps, but I went through how I hold my cardstock, and I just brought in some smaller scraps of those colors to use for the series. So the first thing I'm going to do Let's figure out where on here that I want my mushrooms to go. I'm trying to think of a way that I can have at least one corner in a corner. I think that looks good. So what I'm going to do first is just stamp this with the Huckleberry onto the background. So it's almost a solid, but not quite. Like a solid black, sorry. Look at that again. Now, the stamps that come in the Spellbinders Advent Calendar, they're a little more squishy than the Spellbinders regular stamps. So I want to be very carefully with how hard I press. So I am going to ink this up and stamp it a couple times rather than pressing too hard and getting a smushy image. Let me know if you're crafting along, if you're just hanging out, if you're at work. I know it's a little bit later in the day, and I know, of course, our European friends are probably getting ready to head for bed. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is bring in my trimmer and some of my scraps. I'm going to bring in scraps that I have enough to actually hold on to something while I cut. Otherwise, I would need it just a little bit thinner than this, but I want a little room to be able to hold it with my hands. I think I'm going to grab I'm going to use these three colors. So Huckleberry, Jelly Donut, and Dragon Fruit. And I'm going to cut 1/4 inch strips, and I want 2 of the Jelly Donut and 2 of the Dragon Fruit. You know what? Can't quite see how big these are. I'm going to have to get out my bigger trimmer because I cannot see 1/4 inch. And just so you know, I am not moving this stamp from where it's at. I'm going to leave it right there. And now, this is still kind of too small to hold with my fingers, but what I'm going to do is get out a couple pieces of removable tape. Oh, Erica, thank you so much, friend. Thank you to Kimberly, Tyler, and Erica. Oh, you have a snow day. Oh, wait, sorry, I picked the wrong one. Sorry. Thank you to Kimberly, Tyler, and Erica for the super chat. I loved when I worked at the school. I got just as excited about snow days as the kids. So I'm glad you guys got one in. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, so this one I can see the 1/4 inch mark. So I'm just going to line that up on the left and then hold that in place with some removable tape. And I'm going to hold this side too, just to help. And then from the dragon fruit and the jelly donut, I'm going to do the same thing. And this removable tape, I can just keep using it until it loses its sticky or until I accidentally cut it too small. While I am thinking about it, today is only the 2nd of December. So we still have 22 more or 23, 21 more days after today to go. But the 2nd also means, you guys, that I shared my sheet load process video today and my team of collaborators shared their cards. Now, I was busy this morning and busy until I came live. So I have not gotten a chance yet to go check out everybody's videos. But please do that when you have some time. Go show my team some love because they really help me showcase Sheetload of cards and help get the word out about it. So everybody would love for you to stop by. And hopefully when I am able to get out and watch their videos, I will see many of you already in the comments, many of you, I know I can't see who gave videos thumbs ups, but please do so. All right, so now I have five little strips, and I just saved this tape for later on my die cutter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these over the image, and I kind of, oh God, that might actually, you know what? That might be. So what my plan is I am going to re-stamp this. Oh, Chris, thank you so much, friend, for the super chat. That is so appreciated. Again, anything that's not earmarked for a specific purpose during these streams, I will be putting toward postage to mail the prizes and the daily little tags at the end of the series. Thank you so much. Okay, so I cut 5, but I think that might cover up too much of the image, because what I'm going to do is re-stamp it in white and then heat emboss it. So I'm thinking, okay, guess what time it is, you guys? Poll time, get your lights out in the chat. If you are a member, you have special colorful police siren lights. And if you're a subscriber, down in the emojis, you can search for POL and it will bring up a red little light. So get those over there. What I want to know, though, should I stick with 5 and then this would be in the middle, or because we want to have an we want to have an odd number. So we either go with 5 or we go with 3. And then I think I would put that in the middle. But what I'm going to do is I will re-stamp that same image in Versamark and then white heat emboss it. So you'll still see all of the image, but some of it will be colored in with cardstock. So are we going to do 5 or are we going to do 3? And I will get the poll ready. Oh, first I got to end our poll about were you over at Yvette? So, 70% of you weren't there for the live stream, but you are going to watch the replay. Awesome. Make sure. Normally on each day, if you're at my live at 10 a.m., it will redirect you to her live. And I think we have it set up so it will take you back and forth if you have that autoplay on. But let me get my poll set up now. So should we do 3 or 5? And we're going to have this be a super quick poll, just a minute to get your vote in. So get those in, and I will play a little music while we're waiting for that. All right. Time is up, friends. Let's see what won. Okay. Let's see what. Oh, I don't know what it is that won, but it won by a pretty good percentage with, drum roll, 73%. We will do 3 stripes. I agree. I think that 5 was too many. I think if our image was bigger, it would work very nicely. So what I'm going to do now is glue these strips on here. Because the way I have it set up in the Misty, I need to have a flat edge on this side. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do that in the middle. I did just see that Nightbot popped Yvette's channel link up there, or I think it did. Right here. And also, speaking of links, make sure to check out the description box for links to our sponsors and go show them some love. For Gummy Pan and Carmen, I do not have affiliate links. So if you do place an order with one of them, if you just want to let them know that Crafty Al sent you, that would be appreciated. That way they know that their sponsorship was worth it. I know Carmen doesn't think like that at all. I do know that. Okay. This is all dry. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and cut off the excess. Oops. Just like that. And now let's cross our fingers that our stamp will stay where we want it. Because I have to carefully clean this off so it doesn't contaminate my Versamark pad. And so I don't want to accidentally move it. I think I'll kind of hold one side down as I wipe the other side. And I'm going to put that tag right back in that corner. We'll go ahead and just make sure it looks okay. And let's see here. Let me get out white embossing powder, my powder tool, and Versamark ink for the embossing. Okay. Oh, Erica says, Erica said there is no box to drop a note on Stampin' Up. Thank you for checking, Erica. I didn't know if there were, so I do appreciate it. And I guess, yeah, maybe just send out a positive vibe as you click the purchase now. All right. Oh, Diane, I just saw down there at the bottom. She said her Teresa's dies from Not Too Shabby shipped today. Nice. I did go today. And remember, if you want, where's it at? If you want the die set that I made the sentiments to coordinate with for Stampin' Up, this is sold out right now on Not Too Shabby. But if you put in your email address, Jamie, the site should send out a notification when they're back in stock. She is going to reorder these. I got a question, Christina. Christina says, am I going to mask the black part? No, I'm not going to, Christina, because since the cardstock is raised above where the stamping is underneath, well, now I do have to kind of be careful not to press too hard at the top and bottom of the stamp, but it will kind of only land where those cardstock strips are. And if some ink does get up there, I'll just wipe off the powder before I would heat set it. All right, so I got my little tool, and this is just so hopefully the powder only sticks where I want it to. I'm going to powder that area up and then ink up with Versamark, and I am going to stamp this a couple times. And I'm not going to get out my presser tool because I don't necessarily want to get the top and bottom. But again, I can just, before I heat set the powder, if I do notice that some white powder sticks at the top and bottom, I can just wipe that away before I heat set it. Because this is just clear ink, so we wouldn't see it on top of the, what color was that again? The Huckleberry. All right. Now, I'm kind of old school. I know a lot of people just like to pour their powder over a piece of paper, but I learned with an embossing powder tray, so that's what I still use. Let me know if you use like a piece of paper or a coffee filter, if you have a tray like I do to catch that extra powder. I want to make sure that where the stripes are, where the strips are, it's nice and colored. And just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and just get out a dry paintbrush and just go kind of right there. Just beside that strips of cardstock and get rid of any powder that might be there. And then, guys, once I heat set this, it's going to be time for the special word. So while I'm heat setting it, I want you to tell me what kind of word I'm going to be giving away so I know that you know. So put that over in the chat. I'm going to turn off the sound while I heat set this, just in case that gets too noisy. But you know what I will do? I will play some music for you while Thank you. Thank you. I swear that I hit the unmute. I was just saying that is right. They are all secret words. Many of you know they flew by. Reminder, do not mention anywhere that you have found a bonus secret word. Please don't ask if it's time for the secret word. Or of course, you can't give the secret words away or say, oh, it was on minute 38 of this video. I want those of you who are taking the time to read my posts because you want to, watch my videos because you want to, join me for a premiere because you want to, etc., and watch these daily videos to be the people who are earning those secret words, okay, and the bonus words. So again, keep in mind, please do not share it and risk disqualification. So that's no fun. Okay, sounds back. I did get that. Hold on, I gotta do this one. Rebecca said that she was sitting here waving her hands. I bet you were. That's one of the great things about crafting with people who are watching me, especially when I lose something, because sometimes you guys can see it more quickly than I can. But yeah, you're probably like, no. All right. Okay, so here's what the tag looks like after it has been stamped with the Versamark and then the powder melted. Now, there is still a little bit of this on the top. Oh, so what I'm going to do is wipe that away. Give me just a second, guys. All right, let me wipe that away, and then I'll get out my secret word tracker. So there was just a little bit of the powder left. You might be able to tell now that cardstock is a little darker than it was. I always just try to use a soft towel to wipe that away. But get out. I got to make sure I don't bring the wrong one on camera. Okay. Get out your... Oh, you know what? I wanted to do that so you can see me both ways. Get out. It's the correct one, because if you were here last year, I briefly flashed the wrong secret word tracker on screen, the one that I had all my words. So get out your tracker. If you don't have this yet or don't know what it's about, check out the kickoff video, and it is going to explain this. Again, these are secret words. Oh, I just saw Yvette said she almost... Oh, no, who said they almost texted me? Carmen. Oh, hopefully I wouldn't have went that long, Carmen, that you would have had time to text me that I was on mute. But get out your secret word tracker. If you don't have your tracker yet, get out a sticky note or something that you won't lose. All right. So today's secret word, I did just pre-pick all these. Sometimes in the past, I would kind of pick with what our tag had on it. But today's secret word, it is joy, Joy. So write that down. Again, you don't have to necessarily spell it correctly at the end, but I do just spell it so you know what word I have said. All right. Okay. Now it's time, guys, I think, to pick a background color. So I should have filled up my cup before I came down here, but I thought I'd have enough to drink. So let's go ahead and you know what? I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, but I want to... So the Stampin' Up set, it came with thank you so much and hope your day is magical, but the not the Spellbinders, my goodness, the Stampin' Up Advent Calendar came with a sentiment set that are just gorgeous sentiments. So, I guess I'm trying to read these, but I guess I could look here. You know what? I think I'm going to do... Let me see how that would fit for someone extra special. Oh, that's kind of big. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but always on my heart. Oh, always in my heart and proud of you both would fit up in the corner like that. So guess what time it is, you guys? It is poll time. Get those poll lights out. Alfie has a question. Get those poll lights out while I look at Alfie's question. Can we get closed caption while I'm live? She's tuning in from work. Need to keep it on the down low. I don't know that it does live captioning. Let me see what my options are. No, I cannot turn on closed caption. It doesn't look like while I am live. If somebody knows something different, you can reach out via email. Okay. So I'm going to get a poll. Is it going to be always in my heart or proud of you? And so on the poll, I'm either going to put always or proud just to make it easier. And then I'll give you, okay, I see a lot of people saying no to live captions on lives. The captions will be available after the video processes, but yeah, I have no way to do it live, unfortunately. I know that would be helpful. Okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute to vote in that poll. So go ahead and do that. And I am going to not play music, because what I'm going to do is check our thumbs ups, you guys. Right now, we have, oh, guys, okay, so we have 158 thumbs ups. And I know with as many of you have came and went, I know we have some new people that we can get to 175, that we can reach that next 25. And don't forget, if you're here on replay, you need to smash that like button too. Don't let my live viewers do all the work for those. So go ahead and press on that. So always in my heart or proud of you. And you have just a few more seconds left. Okay, let's see which one. Okay, with, what is it? 77% of the vote. It will be always in my heart. Okay. I have my stamp sets all strewn about. So always in my heart. And again, I'm going to bring in the Misty because I'm going to try to stamp it right on my tag. So I want to be able to have a do-over if I need it. And I think I'm going to stamp it, since it has to do with heart, and the opposite color, you know, the furthest away strip of cardstock is the dragon fruit. I think that's what I'm going to stamp that in. So I'm going to hold this in the corner. I'm bringing it off the camera so I can lean my head over it. I'm going to look at that. I'm kind of like moving it around and looking on screen. Sometimes that's easier for me to see. I think I like it more down here. Thank you. Diane said she did her thumbs up when she came in. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. Thought that looked a little crooked, but it's okay. I'm going to stamp it in the pink, which is dragon fruit. And cross your fingers. I don't know if there's a crossing fingers emoji over there, but when this is all completely done, I don't want to mess up the sentiment. So we're going to be very careful. Okay. Oh my goodness. That worked the first time right there. Oh, that I like that font combination. That's very pretty. And now, I think, guys, all we have to do is figure out what color to make the background, what color scallop tag to put on it, and then I think we're done. So, because we are getting to the end, that means you have to smash that thumbs up. Thank you all for the cross fingers. I think that helped. I think that helped. All right. So get your pole lights out. We're going to do another one. Let me go ahead. I'm going to get out. Oh, you know what? Yesterday we did the dragon fruit. So I'm going to get out the jelly donut and the huckleberry today. We won't do two pinks right in a row. Oh, I'm going to show you both options first and then do the poll. So here is we'll call this dark. So dark purple. So dark. Let me show you against a light background in case you want to see that. So there's the dark option, dark purple, or light purple. Okay, let's see if I can get those so you can see them both. And let me get the poll ready. So we'll do dark or light. Be thinking about which one you're going to choose, and I'll get that poll ready. And I'll give you 1 minute again. Bye, Yvette. All righty. The votes are in. Let's see which option was chosen. This one's closer than the other ones have been today. With 55% of the vote, so this one was closer. We're going to put it on the dark background. I think either of these would have looked great, and RJ Miser agreed that both look nice. Could we cut that in half and use both? I like the way you think, but for now, we will stick with just the huckleberry option. And then that means, since I'm almost done with this, that it's almost time to give this away. So hopefully everybody is here who might like to win this. Don't forget, if you have already won one of my tags during this series, you cannot enter to win another one. I'm going to spread out the love. As long as you're a subscriber to my channel who is at least 18 years old, though, you can enter. Again, of course, you've already won a tag. Now, for the bubblegum bonus drawings, you can get as many of those as possible, because those are just entries into a final drawing for some extra either the pink and main tag or extra entries into the giveaways. All right, so there we go. There's the final. I think, to me, it looks darker than on camera, because it almost looks black on camera, but it is just a nice deep purple. So this is the day number 2 tag. I don't have any embellishments yet. Remember, we're trying to keep it to just the items that come in or with the advent calendars. So I don't have any embellishments yet to put on. Hopefully, I know Pink and Main has some great embellishments. Spellbinders has some stuff in their calendar. Hopefully we'll get to those soon so we could add a little sparkle. But let's see, do I need to do anything else before we go? I don't think so. Move that out of the way and zoom in a little bit further so you can just see the tag. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be back at the regular time of 10 o'clock a.m. Central. It's going to be the same process. Again, if this is your first time here and you don't know anything that's going on or about the giveaways, about the secret words, I need you to watch that kickoff video at least one time all the way through. If you're here in the live chat, Nightbot has been sharing links over there, but it will always be linked in the description box of each of my videos. Also, before we go, or before we do the giveaways, I do want to give another shout out to our generous sponsors for this series. I did purchase many of the advent calendars and the giveaways myself, but I did have some generous sponsors. Carmen of Choose Joy with Carmen, who is an independent Stampin' Up dealer. I want to get it right. Don't want to say Spellbinders again. An independent Stampin' Up dealer. She did send me one of the Stampin' Up advent calendars to give away as a prize. Vivica of Color Me Nordic. She not only provided me with a calendar, 2 calendars to open and share on screen, but she also donated one of each kind of the Gummy Pan calendars for giveaway. And then Michelle of Pink and Main, we have the fancy tag dies that you see me use here. And she also donated an advent calendar. So that means I have 2 Pink and Main to give away. But again, all that is in that kickoff video. So you definitely want to watch that. And so you know all the rules too, so you don't accidentally get disqualified. We don't want that. Also, down in the description box below is a link to my visual shopping list, which looks like this. You can go there and find many of the products that you're going to see me using in this series, including inks, tools, cardstocks, and then even some organization things that I like to use here in my craft room. So make sure to check that out if you want to. I do have both the individual supplies and I have links in the description box to most of the individual supplies, but also at the top of that is a link to that visual shopping list. So I hope you'll check that out. As we're closing, as we're winding down, please make sure if you have any final questions that you do go ahead and put question in all caps or Crafty Al in all caps in front of your message so I can easily see those to star them and answer them before we go. Speaking of that, I do just want to give another shout out to, I'm trying to see, I know some of these people, I'm not sure if Norma, I'm not sure if she upgraded today, but then Jody and Erica sent me super chats. Thank you very much. Chris sent a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. But it is time to find out. No, yeah, it's time to give away the tag. Then we'll do all those bubblegum bonuses. So make sure that you get that thumbs up in. Let me see where we're at right now. We are at 169 thumbs up. So if we get to 175, we get to pull one more name. So I'm pretty sure there are 6 of you on here who could give a thumbs up on this video. Ruth has a question. Is the little binder I'm using for the daily Spellbinders in that list too, or what is that from? Let me see, Ruth, if I put that in there. You know what? I do not have I don't have that in there, but I can add it later. But if you want to scan this with your phone, the QR code, it would take you there as well. It might be in the product list. I'm not for sure. Okay, Norma said she did upgrade today. Okay, thank you. I didn't know if that was today or not. Thank you so much for your upgrade, Norma. I will link this in the visual supply list later. It might be tonight or tomorrow, but I will make sure to get that in there as well. All righty, guys. So it is time to give this away. So if, again, as long as you have not already won a tag during this series, you can go ahead and enter to win. I'll tell you how to do that. If you are going to enter, make sure you're willing to fill out the Google form to claim it. You will have 24 hours, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. But let me get this ready for you. Today, we're going to go with a different word today. Polly, we cannot answer this. I have asked people not to answer if if the secret word has already been given. So just a heads up, okay? But yes, it has been given. Okay. Today, if you would like to win this tag one time over in the chat, I want you to type in hashtag heart. So I'm doing heart just because it's in the sentiment. So hashtag HEART. Make sure it looks exactly like it does on screen, no spaces. If you notice it is spelled incorrectly, go ahead and retype it so you get your entry, but there is no reason to spam the chat with it. Each username does only get one entry into the drawing. So you have about another minute and a half to get your hashtag heart in for this, and then I'll do one last stamp of approval check to see how many thumbs ups we have, and then we will draw for those bubblegum bonus names. All right, guys, so the time is up. It looks like the hashtag hearts have slowed down. So don't forget that if you win this, you do need to fill out the Google form. Make sure you remember what it says your username is on screen. You'll have to let me know which day you won, what the tag looks like, and then you'll give me your email and your mailing address. Winners do just have one day to claim the prize, 24 hours. So I would suggest that you fill out the form right when the live is done so you don't forget, because I will not go back and follow up with anybody if they don't claim the tag. So please make sure to enter to win the tag if you are going to go ahead and follow through with that Google form. That form can be found almost toward the very bottom of the description box below. And again, it will just be the one person whose name shows up here in just a second. Good luck to everyone. And congratulations to Caddish. Congratulations. Make sure to fill out that form, friend. And let's go ahead. I'm going to do one last stamp of approval check, so I know how many names we're going to pull for bubblegum bonuses. Again, these will be pulled at the end of this series during my recap and giveaway rules video, which will either be at the end of December or the beginning of January. It really depends how long it takes me to get that ready, because after these 24 days, I'm ready to chill out for just a little bit and not have to think about Advent. So as soon as that is live, I will make sure to post about it everywhere that you shouldn't miss it. But we will pull for bubblegum bonuses. I'm not putting them in the bubblegum machine this year. I'm just keeping track of them. And I'm going to use a similar wheel to how I pick, or it is the same wheel, but just different names for my daily company picker. Okay. Let's see how many we got. We did make it over 178. So thanks again to everybody who is here live, who has been smashing that like button. Don't forget, if you are on replay, I need you to do your hard work as well. I need you to put that in. Smash that like button if you haven't already. And then after 3 days, so on December 5th, if you answer the poll, put in hashtag bubble. I think I said hashtag bubble. I better figure that out. I can't remember what I said. Whatever hashtag I said at the beginning of the video, I don't know if I said bonus or bubble. I need to write that down and remember it. Put that in your answer to the poll. And for every 100 likes this video gets overall, I will pull names from those comments. So that way, you know, the live viewers are getting us a great start, often over 150. Yesterday, it was over 200 thumbs ups already. So please go ahead and hit that like button. But let's go ahead and find out whose name is going into the bubblegum bonus machine from today. Let me find the correct one. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. I need to get that ready for the bubblegum bonus. I think, you know what? I'm just going to stick with bonus for all the comments, unless Kylie's creation said I said hashtag bubble. Okay, I'll go back and watch today and write it down. But from now on, I will just stick with bonus, and that way it will be across the board. Okay. Okay. But if you would like to be entered to win today, we're going to go with, we'll just do the bonus during the live too. If you're typing in bonus now, it might not count it for the giveaway. So please don't type in bonus. Sorry. That was very confusing. I was talking about earlier, I posed the poll question to replay, and I told them to put a hashtag on their comment, and I couldn't remember which one it is. If you're typing in bonus now or bubble, first of all, bubble won't work, but I'm not sure if you have to wait until after I bring up that screen for it to count. So just a heads up on that. You can stop right now with the hashtags until I get that ready, okay? And I know that you guys are just a little bit delayed from me. So we're always going to do bonus, because that way I won't have, I've got to write that on a big sticky note. Okay. If you would like to be entered, in the bubblegum bonus machine, do hashtag bonus one time. If you had already typed it in, I want you to go ahead and retype it. I think it did count those, but I was not for sure. So hashtag BONUS. Again, you don't have to spam the chat with it, but if you did type it before I brought this screen up, type it once again so you get your entry. As the chat slows down, this is going to be a great time for you to ask any final questions you might have of me. Otherwise, I will see you back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central for another fun and crafty live stream. And then when I'm done at noon Central, Yvette will be going live on her channel. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. Make sure to check out Yvette's channel, as well as all of my creative team members' videos today for Sheet Load of Cards. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. So I'm going to put 1 minute on the timer and I'll give you just a little bit longer to get those in. right, guys, I'm going to give it about 10 more seconds to make sure all those hashtag bonuses are in, and then we will do the 6 drawings. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then any stragglers will still be entered into those final ones. So good luck to everyone. Again, there's nothing you need to do to claim this. I am writing down all the information, all today's information on my little Crafty Advent paper pad here, and I will get these put into the final drawings for you. And if you did super chats or a donation, then I will add you to this list as well. So good luck, everyone. And the first bubblegum bonus winner today is Hardly Lady 2000. Congratulations. The second bubblegum bonus today goes to Kylie's Creations. Congratulations. The third bonus goes to, keep those thumbs ups coming in too, because if we go over 200, I will draw another one. So make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Kimberly Loves Tortoises is our third bubblegum bonus. The fourth bubblegum bonus today goes to Lauren Butler. Congratulations, Lauren. And the penultimate name going in today is Peggy's Profitable Pieces. Congratulations. I'm going to put you on a new line because your name's a little bit longer. And the final, maybe, I'm going to do one last like check, but the final bubblegum bonus name today is Samantha Works Cards. Congratulations to everybody. I have to write these down a little bit more nicely later so I can read it later. Let's see. Oh, we did not quite make it to 200, but thank you once again to everyone who helped us get to, it was at 187. So thank you so very much. Make sure again, if you're on replay, to keep smashing that like button. I will get all of those names put into the bubblegum bonus machine. And any final questions, if you do, put question or tag me in all caps in front of your message, and I'll answer those before we go. But once again, check out my sheet load process video today, and then hop around to see what my team has created. I hope to see many of you over in their comments. Make sure to smash the like button on their video as well. I'm excited to, when things settle down today, to go watch their videos as well, because I was busy before I came live. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done. I do know I saw Carmen's card the other night during the channel member live. Gorgeous. So I can't wait to see everybody else's take on the new sheet load. All right. I just want to make sure we don't have any final questions. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you once again for being here and either watching live or watching on replay, for making it this far. I always appreciate you. And I hope to see you all back here tomorrow and for the rest of the series. And until then, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye, guys.